In Baltimore, it's the Ravens with the football as we resume play in the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He's to the 15.
Yeah. I got screwed by the game where I got Madden.
For a Steeler touchdown. And
I
we'll see if that pick
game
six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
These boys that shut my run game down, my air game down.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
We're going to have to
Pittsburgh
depend on
getting set to
Lamar
take the
if we
field.
can.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last
least
week's
to get us
game.
down
They got
the
the win
field.
on the road in the wild card round. On the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff, come on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And some strong running. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson, forced out to his left. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he's not out.
Really nice gain of 25 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Travis Etienne, a touchdown run in the victory. The Ravens were led in that first half by, who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
That looked like the interception you're talking about there, Coach. I didn't leave. Yeah, come on, man.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon in charge.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pickett.
Come on. can't have that, bro. You can't have that.
He will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They dial up the blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Harris running straight ahead. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw.
What?
Oh, wide open.
Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me?
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Pickett now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back now in Baltimore. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Let's go.
J.K. Dobbins, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, we got to shut them down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Let's go.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to throw it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And that is a historic break for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or a 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners ever play at that position.
On the crossing route, he finds Kohler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game where Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Third and goal, Jackson out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25.
Man, this was as close a game. We were 10-10, 3-3, it's 10-10,
and this could be the defining moment of their season. All hyperbole aside, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. First and 10, here's Pickett. He's got this.
That should be. He was down.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett.
Yeah.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Pickett back to throw. And
get that shit out of here.
Incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's wide open for some reason.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I should have stopped that shit a long time ago.
The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Pickett to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
If he caught that,
and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yeah, Slim
yes,
definitely
exactly
left
right.
town.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
We did that division, and that game was almost over. I almost didn't make it. Well, I almost didn't finish this as a dub. Now it's official as a dub. Steelers played great. Third game. I had to face these guys. They do everything I was doing.
But that's a good point. Sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
They knew everything I was doing.
Tucker now to kick it away.
They even threw an interception in this game. Kicking field goals.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Trash? Who trash? What you talking about?
Pickett to throw on first down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly.
Trash.
After this one's done, you just
we'll leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the trash. Doesn't really matter to me.
Definitely not a lot of answers.
It don't really matter to me, my boy.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Where
that was
you
a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. We've seen this
but yeah, what's trash? Who's trash? What are you talking about? You calling me trash?
Unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, they're playing.
You wasted that time to say trash.
Right here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it on the move to his left. Now this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screws jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Had me locked down, but I don't know. Then they dropped the bag.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, they're almost at us. It was almost over. It was definitely almost over. BRB. All right, now let's go ahead and get it. Last one of the evening. We are still in it. We didn't get sent home yet.
It's time for the AFC Championship.
We might get
the
sent
road
home
to
here.
A Super Bowl goes through
Our
Baltimore.
dream was 7
it's
wins.
the Jags and the Ravens
And we
on
16
Sunday
and
night.
1. And we in the playoff division. Actually, this is the AFC Championship.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here.
This
and it's
championship lock
championship time.
And go to the Super Bowl.
But my butterflies in
Or
my
will it
stomach,
be
they have
the
iron
Jaguars?
wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year two. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
I threw the ball.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trayvon Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they approached up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Again, it's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll run with ETN. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter.
I can't believe
they've got it with a first and 10.
But okay.
ETN once more. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Lawrence to throw. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Back to the ground with ETN. Able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Nice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the quarterback able to keep the play alive with his feet and then have the poise to make the touchdown pass.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one totally. Not just the poise, but being able to keep his eyes downfield, because often when a quarterback starts to move around, they're moving around to run the football. Not in this case, moved around to keep the play alive, to find an open receiver. Bingo.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now ETN to start the drive.
Enter this man.
We'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Put him on the bench.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pop that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
I think I get the ball back at halftime, so if I could shut them down,
should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Where that big boy come from? They were slow as shit.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did some.
What? Can I see a replay of that?
Zay Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half.
Anyway,
and they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
3 timeouts.
They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his left. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right?
I only did that because I think I got the ball back.
Hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Philadelphia Eagles who have repeated as NFC champs. They're going back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Finds his man. It's Kohler. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Second and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That's taken it around the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got his target. That's Kohler. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Being chased out left.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. straight ahead, Etienne. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
From midfield now, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Right side and caught by Kohler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now it's Jackson out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, I think that's a wrap, man. Like, I mean, that's pretty much
No
game
return
right
here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And they're dreaming of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
If I can just stop them from scoring still.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them lead the game out there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Lawrence.
Ooh,
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Dormant offense. Okay.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
Why are you using a timeout?
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Score within that time. And then do anything miraculous.
So
Game's
from inside
over.
the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence.
What is he doing?
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him.
He has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll get this out to the... And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives,
what is this game,
on their
bro?
last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely.
And
when's it going to go down?
Like,
when they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film.
Was that a fumble or did he
they manage to
pass
win the game?
And the Ravens taking the field. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
How did they even fumble? Don't understand
Well, the
that.
Lombardi
Did
Trophy
he
would be
pass
nice
it?
to hoist.
Or
They
did
have
he
to
fumble
hold
it?
off for that for
I
a
don't know
little
what the
bit.
hell
Right
is
now, the
that.
Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, man. That's the end of the stream. I'll stream the Super Bowl at some point or whatever. But I'll let y'all, man. Make sure you smack that like button if you haven't already. Peace.